this is the mat we will be replacing for stream efforts. So for reference, it's not, because I have my desk, but then when stuff hits it, you can hear it on the microphone a lot. So the mat helps, but I think the fabric mat would help better. And the mouse doesn't like how shiny the leather mat is, unfortunately. But it looks gorgeous. So here's our sock. Burr, burr, burr. XL Empress, we need to get you to watch Spirited Away. Because that'll explain who everybody is. Or My Neighbor Totoro. Or both. I just really love Studio Ghibli. Damien makes fun of me. I never watched Studio Ghibli as a kid. I only watched it as an adult. But my love is true and deep. Let's see, man. Boop. There we go. All right, here's our sock so far. Sturgis, hello. Hello, my dude. Here's our handspun that we made with these hands. And here's our sock so far. We are doing great. So this is what the top will look like. We've put in a temporary line for our afterthought heels. D's hands. Lady May, my love, hello. Lady May. Oh, we have more folks coming in. We have a poll going on for very important stream questions. We will pull it up here in a short bit. But we're doing a poll to find out what our new desk mat will be. Lady May, poll this. Hey, Lady May, thank you for that sub. I love you so much. Well, since you're all here, I guess we'll go ahead and we'll show it off again. So we are getting a new desk mat. Do we get Totoro plus the soot sprites? Or do we get no face knitting? One has one of my favorite Studio Ghibli characters. The other has my other one, No Face and the Soot Sprites, respectively. And then one has knitting, and one is stream colors. So I can't decide. Those Soot Sprites. I want to lean here, but it's No Face knitting, and my heart hurts, and I can't decide. So over here-ish, there should be a Twitch Picks poll. Here we go. I know how to camera. There should be a Twitch Picks poll. It's also available on mobile. It's going to be open all night. Cast your vote. At the end of the night, we're going to add to cart. We're going to make it happen. So them's the options. Soot Sprites, Soot Sprites. Soot Sprites are my favorite, but it's No Face knitting, and I can't decide. Cast your votes. Get both and then swap them once a week. You overestimate how much I would remember / have any interest in changing things. Buy them both. Scott, calm down. I have a vote going. No Face or Soot Sprites. Damien, I showed off your No Face. Everyone was very intrigued, but nobody needs that. Yarn Crafter's Corner. Gosh dang it. Why can't you all show up at the same time? We have a poll going on. For our new desk mat, do we get Totoro plus the Soot Sprites? Or do we get No Face knitting? Cast your votes. I need answers. I need y'all to pick in the poll. I need y'all to tell me which ones you want. You don't see my vote? You don't see my vote. Yeah, it's the Twitch Picks poll. If you're on desktop, there's a Twitch Picks button icon over here. If you're on mobile, there is a little Twitch Picks icon. I need to know which one y'all want to see. There you go. Your only way. It's a democracy here in T-Landia. I'll have to do this all civil-like. Right now it's 5 votes to 4 votes, so y'all are really super not helping. This is very exciting to me. Okay, let's zoom in. Hello. Oh, hi, cat. You're screwing up my autofocus. No one wants to look at your back hair. Nobody wants to look at your back hair, Pearl. My chanting works. Let's try it again. Oh, kitty butt. Don't eat the yarn. This is why we can't have nice things. So why are you shedding so much? I brushed you this morning. Monster. You're a monster. Earl. Hi. Are you a monster? She's like, I'm a monster who likes to rub her face on this yarn. Oh. Got all the face goo. Come here. Come here. With the tail, man. Come here. Come here. We're gonna get your face goo before you wipe it all over my yarn. Yeah, you got goopy eyes. It's like wiping snot off a kid's nose. We can't have nice things with this cat. She's very cute though. She's not wanted to talk to me all day until I start streaming. She can sense the yarn. I'm convinced. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. She likes nose boops. All right, well, I wanted to knit, but instead we're just going to show you, hey guys, look what I got in the mail today. I got fancy stitch markers from Yarn Crafter's Corner with these fun chainmail stitch markers, and I am beyond excited. We have a stitch marker and a, nope, and a progress keeper. See me, Grandma? I am doing all right. I'm a little tired. It has been a friggin' long day. Every time I think I have stuff at work figured out, somebody drops a weird new bombshell piece of news on me, and I'm just like, this is not going according to plan. So that's a thing. If you guys also want fancy stitch markers, you can actually submit a commission request with Yarn Crafter's Corner, and you should check out her channel because she's super cool and does all the things. This cat is about to get the boot. Hey, in a butt, and I have to craft. Make socks to keep my toes warm. So you don't know how to lay on my feet. Gets more comfortable. Currently plying forever. You still haven't finished that ply? Y'all want some sweet, sweet tum action? Tum action. Oh, so good. I definitely need an extra mouse pad with soot sprites, fake keyboard, and place for the kitty to chill. I do. I do. If she knew how to lie on your feet, you wouldn't need socks. I just told her she didn't know how to lie on my feet. She lies on my legs. She'll lie in my lap. She lies on my head, neck space area. She doesn't know how to lie on the feetses. You're getting close to finishing this. Yay. That was a lot of words in a very cramped space. You're getting close to finishing smaller bobbin. Congrats. The fake keyboard doesn't work. She's doing it because she wants my attention. She wants me to pick her up and hang out with her. And I want to stream. And then, so I'm going to pick her up, but she's already upset. So she won't want to be picked up. This is the game we play. This stupid game. Fiber Mage, hello. What game are you playing? Or are you talking about the cat game? This is the cat game. Cat butt, string player, hello. Sky? We call that pissy tail lava. It's pissy tail. She's purring. But she doesn't like it. She's upset. Oh, Children of Light. I don't know that game. Mom, let me go. Don't want it. Immortal Designs, hello. People can vote even more with bits. They can. It's true. I have a cat over here on the floor, but I don't think you guys can see her. She's over here. Got a scratchy pad for the cats. Rig the votes? You could rig the votes. I did make it so you could vote more than once if your heart really, really wanted to. Because we're a democracy, but we have very little funding in this democracy. So, one more time for all of our folks coming in, we are getting a new crafting mat. So the mat that we use for crafting on, we're getting a new mat. I did get new glasses. I did. They're blue. I like them very much. We're testing them out. I got them on Tuesday in the mail. They're Zenny glasses. I've done Warby Parker in the past, but I am not a fan of their current selection. So we're trying it out. And thank you. All right, so we're getting a new crafty mat. So the question is, which one should we get? So options are, and we have a poll going in the stream for Twitch picks on mobile and on computer. So are we getting the Totoro with the soot sprites, or are we getting no face knitting? I need y'all to tell me in the poll. One has soot sprites, which are my favorite thing in all of Studio Ghibli, and it's stream color. And then the other one has no face, which is my other favorite Ghibli character, knitting. And I can't, and Totoro is cute, and it's got a little heart, and I don't know. So I'm putting this on you guys. Vote for the democracy. All right, let's get this. Is this focused? There we go. Squilky made soot sprites on stream a while back. Yes, the Fiber Mage made soot sprites on stream as well. I don't remember, she knit or she crocheted the little balls, and then she took her wool carder and fluffed it up. I'm doing well, string player. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. Every time I thought I had things settled, someone goes in and changes their mind, and I'm just like, I can't handle this. Can't handle it. So we're knitting on our socks. So here we are. We are, let's see, how far are we? So we have we're halfway through the leg. And then the cuff. You guys can't see that. We're halfway through the leg. Knit the leg to about here. And then do the cuff. Because I like the cuff to be just past where we start the toe increases. The nom nom socks. Yes, it's delicious. Look at that. But we are also getting, I should also point out that the reason we're doing all of this now is because we are Twitch, we got paid from Twitch, so thank you very much for all your support. And we finally have enough to get our new crafty cam. So while we are getting the new crafty cam, we are also going to get a new mat. So thank you guys for supporting the channel, because I literally could not do any of this without you. I will stream as long as the stream supports itself. We will continue to get new fun toys, but I cannot without you guys. I don't have the budget for fancy toys, but I love hanging out with you guys. Bash, hello! You have not. We are doing a poll all stream long. We are getting a new desk mat. Apparently I'm just going to talk about this. Is it really forbidden though? Well, it is forbidden cotton candy because y'all can't have it. It's mine. This is the same camera that Ryan 56K uses. But it has the varifocal lens, which is very interesting to me. So this is one of the cameras that he uses. He really likes it. We need a new crafty cam that will help us. This is the camera he uses when he puts all of the gems on the sparkly rotator, or when he's doing on the spinner. It's the good camera. It's the one he uses. He really likes it. We're gonna try it out. I'm very excited. Sarbear, enjoy your lurk. Thank you for being here today. But we are getting, but apart from that, we are getting a new desk mat. It will be for our crafty cam as well. So the poll is, do you guys want Totoro plus Soot Sprites? Which Lava really, 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 really wants. Or do we get No Face Knitting? They're both so super duper on brand, I can't even. And I can't decide. So I need you guys to help me vote in the poll. Yes, here, I will post. This is the Amazon link. It's nothing fancy. If you search the 2 megapixel webcam varifocal lens, it's the bestseller that comes up for it. It is unbranded. But what I really like is all of the settings are on the actual camera for adjusting it. So we can do it in real time, which is really nice. Which will be very nice for us. Because our #1 problem is having settings in current setup. You've been looking for a new cam and wireless headset mic? Well, this is definitely an option. This is also, unfortunately, it's kind of our last option between just like a regular webcam and just going full on fancy camera. So if this doesn't work, we're just gonna have to save up for a full on fancy camera. But I'm really hoping that this will help take care of our crafty cam so we can get some better shots for you guys. I'm still stuck on thinking that cameras are like 2 inch by 3 inch by 6 inch. It's really nice to see that tech is getting better. It is. It is. I mean, this one has a fairly long lens, so it is fairly deep, but it is just a little tiny box. And I'm really hoping that it'll look at all these terrible Photoshop things. I'm hoping that that'll help us. And also I super duper trust Ryan 56K, so I done seen the good progress. Strange, we're getting there's a weird little thing behind me. So there we go. New toys for the stream. Please vote in the poll. We will close the poll at the end of the stream today. It is 7 and 7. Y'all, it's a tiebreaker. We'll have to ask Damien which one he wants if y'all can't decide. So at the end of the stream, we will close the poll. I will add to cart. It will be done deal. I'm very excited. It will be a thing. All right, enough of that nonsense. Can you use your current mounts or do you have to buy a mount for that camera? Bash, I can use my current mounts because right now we're using, for this camera, it's the same arm and I already have the adapter for it. So we should be set to go. Good to go. If we were getting like a super fancy camera, in theory it would come with a mount and I could use the same arm. Where be the poll? The poll should be, if you're on PC, if it should be over here and it will say Twitch Pics, and if you're on mobile, there should be a little closed captioning symbol and then also the Twitch Pics on the app. If you are on a mobile device watching on your browser, I don't think you can. But if you're watching on a computer on the browser, Mac or PC, or you're watching in the Twitch app on mobile, you can vote. So yeah, so we'll keep it up. We'll keep it up all night. And oh no, No Face Knitting just shot ahead, 11-7. Y'all really like No Face. The Sit Sprites are my favorite, but No Face is knitting, and this is for the knitting cam. And I have such, I don't know. I can't decide. So yeah, so there we go. Now we're just hanging out and we're knitting on these socks with these super fancy stitch markers that I'm all excited about. New toys, guys. This is supposed to be instrumental, and this is not instrumental. Mihamara, hello. Thank you for being here today. 11-9. It's close. It's close. So I'll take a break from my scheming, and then and we'll go back and we'll look, and we'll keep you guys posted on the poll results tonight. It ends up being a tiebreaker. I'll ask my sister. I was gonna say I'll ask Damien, but I'm pretty sure he's already voted in the poll, so that would be bias. So then I'll call my sister up and ask her. She's working tonight, so she's not gonna see. She won't know. Yeah, because our cell phone is making a great knitting cam, and it's definitely better than the Logitech webcams that we're using. Considering that my computer hates having two of the same camera, so none of the settings work. So the zoom doesn't work. So we'll still use a face cam, and then we'll still use one of the Logitechs for the spinning cam, for the spinning wheel, because it does great wide view, but finding an up close knitting cam has been our problem lately. So I'm hoping this will take care of that. Do a full review later. I keep seeing like a couple spots on here where the yarn got like a little thicker or a little thinner. Also, it hasn't been like washed or properly, not blocked, but it hasn't been like washed or worn or stretched into place yet. So I keep thinking there's a hole in it somewhere from one of the cats. Keep freaking out. Speaking of holes, ignore the cat hair on this, because I literally just pulled them off my feet. But these are the stream socks from last year, and we have a hole. We have two holes, actually. Well, this one's just became a hole. There's only one stitch missing. It will be very easy to fix this. This one has a whole stinking hole in it, though. Very sad. No. This one's doing great, though. This one's holding up like a champ. Desperately needs a shave, though. I don't know if you guys can see. It's getting a little pilly. It's a shave and a haircut. Considering these are my favorite socks, and I will always wear these if they are clean, they're doing quite well. Bash, hang on. I'll show you. I'll show you. My channel. Here we go. All right, Bash. So, you're watching the stream. There should be a stream CC button and a Twitch Picks with the little poll. And then if you click on Twitch Picks, it should have the poll for you. Oh, Sid Sprites are winning by shit Sprites. Someone put in some biddies. Someone got mad. Y'all are cute. Oh, sorry. I didn't punch the mic this time. I just smacked into it. Not me, I swear. I can't see who did what, so that's fine by me. It is actually anonymous. Shit sprites. No, they're soot sprites. I love them. Not shy, it was me. I was gonna say, several of you have opinions with a capital O. Now the pressure is on. Well, so soot sprites are my favorite, and it is channel colors, but the other one is knitting themed, and we're using it for the knitting cam, and then it has my second favorite Studio Ghibli character on it. So I'm like, well, I thought I knew, but now I don't know. Oh wow, what? It did just take a nice lead. It sure did. And then Totoro's so cute. I don't know, guys. I like them both. That's why I'm making y'all. That's why I'm putting the pressure on you. I can't decide, so let's turn the audience against themselves. Anyway, how are you guys doing? I'm doing swell. Work is great. There's a lot of changes in office structure and policy coming up, which means nothing except that to you guys, except that means to me, no one can make up their mind. And every hour on the hour, I get like a very cryptic corporate email saying like, look for new changes ahead. And I'm like, no. Amber Art Tart, hello. How's it going? We're hanging out, we're knitting on our sock. We're making great progress. Between today's knitting and Saturday's knitting, we should finish the first sock. Damien not cheating? What would Damien be cheating at? With the poll? Damien wants none of the above. Damien wants that one no face that looks all weird and creepy. Thinks it should be everywhere. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I asked Damien which mat I should get because I couldn't make up my mind. And he confirmed out of all of the possible options, those two, it was definitely one of those two. And I was like, well, you're no help. Team creepy face. Oh, jeez. Ah, jeez. So yeah, so we'll have that going all stream. At the end of the stream, we'll close the poll out. We'll make our decision. We'll add to cart. This is a slightly thicker bit of yarn chunk here. Yeah, I need to get used to... Apparently, I need to remember how to use stitch markers. I usually use that teeny tiny loop. But I like the dangly ones because they look so cute. So cute. How are you guys? What's been going on in your world? Anybody working on anything new or fancy? I think the only thing that we really had going on is we were supposed to go see Damien's dad this week, and that did not work out, unfortunately. So Damien will be seeing him next week, I think, solo, and then I'll see him the next time. Which will be fine. Maybe on the night Damien goes out there, we might do a bonus stream that night. Maybe. Undecided. I also might just lie on the couch and eat cheese and watch Supernatural because my stupid sister got me hooked, and now I'm almost to the end of season 1. I've been watching like 2 episodes a night. Hopefully nothing's wrong. His work schedule and training changed, so it didn't really work out. And then the problem that I had is like for work, because I know some places once you put in a vacation request you can't untake it out. So my work was really nice to where I was going to take Monday off, and then I withdrew the request and I put it in for Wednesday, and then he changed it and I withdrew the request, and I was like, I can't keep doing this to work. They're going to be really mad at me. So I was like, look, this time your schedule is very flexible. Go see him this time because I don't want you to wait for me. I want to make sure that you're getting time with your dad because it's Damien's dad. So don't wait for me. I want to make sure you're getting time with them. We'll go out next time because we're trying to make it like a monthly thing. So, he's not terribly, it's kind of one of those things to where like it's almost too far to drive for a day trip. So when we go out there, we have to take the day to do it. We have to make it worth our while. So it's not something that we can just kind of necessarily, you know, drive out after work and do dinner and come back late or anything. It is a full day event. Play in the mud. Hello. We'll wait for all of the raiders to come in. Hello, guys. Thanks for being here. We are knitting socks out of handspun, and I have a poll going, and I'll show you the options here in just a minute, that I need everyone's opinion on. Welcome, raiders. Let me get a shout out for Play in the Mud. If you guys don't know who Play in the Mud is, they are Poly Studios. They are that gorgeous purple handcrafted sock. Davi, or Master has knitted Davi a sock mug that I drink out of on the weekends. It's Poly Studios. And it's like the best mug in the house. It's currently in the dishwasher. And I'm sad about it. Because I was going to make tea in it. And I was like, nah, I gotta wash it. So definitely check them out. Also, if you love, we are talking about like things that are fun to watch, oddly mesmerizing to watch on stream all the time. And Poly Studios, throwing clay and making things is very fun. Earthbending, as she calls it. To all you guys coming in, if you don't know who I am, hello, my name is Atomic Stacy. I knit, I spin wool into yarn. This is my cat Pearl. She's being a butt. She wants to rub her face all over the yarn, is what's going on right now. I also sometimes game very poorly, but right now we are knitting this hand spun. So we're doing a floof to foot series here. We did it last summer. We're doing it again, where we took this wool and we hand spun it into sock yarn together on stream, and now we're knitting it into socks together. And we are working our way through that first sock, and my cat just wants to rub her face on it because she likes the smell of wool. Say goodbye. But she likes to eat the string, so we're gonna give her the boot. All right, important stream decision coming up. So we are getting a new desk mat for the desk, and I can't decide which desk mat to get, so I'm asking you guys. So here are the two options that we have. We have a poll going on. So if you go right over about here-ish on your desktop, There should be a Twitch Picks poll, and it is also on mobile for you guys as well. So the question is do we get the Soot Sprite Totoro desk mat, or do we get No Face Knitting? They are my two favorite Studio Ghibli characters. And I can't decide. And they're both so very uniquely me on this stream. And people in this chat have opinions. Opinions. I can't decide. The Soot Sprites are my favorite, and it's minty color to match the stream colors, plus Totoro is never a terrible thing because he's adorable. Or it's No Face Knitting for my knitting cam. Guys, I don't know. Totoro is such a nice color, but No Face is so cute. I know. Both mats are the same size and they're the same material. It is literally only the picture that is changing. So we are running the poll all night tonight for you guys to decide. At the end of the night, at the end of the stream, we'll close the poll, add to cart, done deal. Where's my I voted sticker? I don't have an emote slot for that. Gonna have to custom order No Face in teal. No Face in teal with Soot Sprites. Fiber Mage, maybe you shouldn't play that game anymore. Are you okay? All I know is I've never heard of that game before, but I ain't gonna do it. Lava, I missed your questions. Let me go back to right before our raid. Let's get back to knitting. Put down the controller and walk away. That's what I think you need a break, Mage. It's free on the Switch. Now you know why it's free. All right. Right before we had a raid, there were a couple questions. I missed it. Let me go back because I don't want to miss anybody's comments. Lava has a 3-day weekend. Congrats. But there's a forest fire, so no campfires. It's not the end of the world. It's hot. It's less. If it got really cold at night, that would be very upsetting. String player, I have not seen Supernatural before. I talked about it a lot. My sister has a Supernatural themed skein of yarn. That is her golden skein, where she loves it so much she's afraid to knit with it because she's such a big Supernatural fan and she loves the colors of the self-striping sock yarn. So for her birthday in May, I got her some additional self-striping sock yarn and we did a sister sock along in order to teach her how to make self-striping socks so she could finally make her socks with the world's fanciest skein. So she's a huge Supernatural fan and I am just starting The View for the first time. I'm almost done with the first season. I think I have like 2 episodes left of the first season. What kind of cheese? I have not decided. My husband does not like the taste of cheese. He is a monster, but I love him. So whenever he is not home for the night, then I'll make something ridiculous. Like the world's gooeyest mac and cheese. I think the last time he was out of town for Twitch, I made like a giant pot of like 2 pounds of pasta and 2 pounds of hamburger and like a whole bag of shredded cheese plus sauce. And I just ate it all week and I loved it. Oh, my Supernatural heart. Oh, Scott just started watching it too. See? It was kind of one of those things for like, I've seen a couple episodes, but what I had seen never really impressed me enough to actually go back and watch it. So now I'm giving it a proper go from start to finish, and watching it in order is actually much more interesting when you know what's going on. As it turns out. No, baby, it's stream time. Go ask the papa for pets. Come here. I can't say no to you, and you're gonna jump up anyway. Come on. Get up here. Come on. I'm pick you up though. Yeah, yeah. I'm thinking of a baked mac and cheese where you basically halfway cook the noodles. You basically just make queso with and then cover it in like bacon and breadcrumbs and then put it in the oven to finish cooking and solidify and melt and all the good things. But I might order takeaway of something Damien hates. Yeah, I haven't decided. Why won't you let me love you? You whine about it, like you want down, but then you keep asking me to pick you up. I don't know what's going on. While my cat's being a butt, these are the socks that for the sister sock along. I have the last bit of the last heel on our self-striping socks for our afterthought heels. Hey Goose, how's it going? How are you, my dude? Did you enjoy your date with my husband last night? Goose, thanks for entertaining my kiddo so I could get a nap last night. Just paid the neighbor kid for mowing the lawn. I had to put a bra on. I don't know. How old is the neighbor kid? He might have appreciated it if you left the bra off. Is he old enough yet? How long was Kaz's trench coat? We're not there yet. We're not there yet. Oh, I'm missing things. You have the supernatural tattoo. Heck yeah. You got to work on the series? That's pretty fantastic. Always, he's a good time. Someday I'll get to hang out with my husband instead of Goose. But yesterday was not that day. Girl, it's not time. We'll hang out later, I promise. Okay? Later. Later. Oh. Oh, give me that tongue. Ow. Ow. Touch. Got. She bit me. That's your wife's favorite show? I have never seen it. I saw a cat equals follow. Bavaras, hello. Thank you for being here today. It is the world's most upset cat because all she wants to do is lay on my keyboard and eat my yarn, and I'm not having it tonight. So she is literally throwing a kitty hissy fit right now. I did get eaten. She's very upset. Normally she gets upset and then she likes to like play fight. And she was play fighting, but she's all riled up, so she's getting carried away. She's getting carried away. I'd say she's just hangry, but I fed them before I I didn't feed them. I made sure they still had food before I started stream specifically for this very thing. I was making fun of my sister because we watched the first episode of Supernatural together, and I was like, every quote I've ever heard from this show only came from the first episode. Y'all don't even care about the rest of the show. She's like, you need to calm down. And I was like, no. To be fair, the first handful of episodes are not very good. It definitely gets better as they get more funding. Does she play fight with the other cats or just you? It's mostly just me. She'll play fight with Dirty. But usually Dirty's like not having any of it. So it's only when Dirty's in the mood. And Perkins doesn't know how to play fight. She only knows how to fight. So nobody play fights with Perkins. With Baby Cat. Baby Cat can't be trusted. A good process of elimination to determine season would be how to judge how long the trench coat is or how long Jared's hair is. That's fair. Jared's hair does, from the pictures I have seen, vary in length. I was very confused at first because Dean from Gilmore Girls' name is Sam in this show, and his brother is Dean, but I was like, you should have just made them both Dean to make it easier for me, please. We have 3 cats. The middle cat is my baby cat, who is always on the table. She's a mama's girl. We have our oldest cat, Dirty. Durdy. She's my step kitty. She used to not want anything to do with anyone except Damien, and even then it was questionable. But since we got other cats, she's gotten extra desperate. We'll just say extra desperate. As you're coy, thank you for being here today. Thank you for that follow. For those of you who are following and are wondering what the heck is going on, we are doing a Floof to Foot series. So we took a giant pile of Floof, of wool, in this case. We hand spun it into yarn together on stream, and now we are knitting it into hand knit, hand spun socks. And that's where we're getting this gorgeous Barber Poley marled from. So they will be fraternal socks. They will not quite be twins. They will be very, very similar and the exact same size. But because it is hand spun, they will not be the exact same color for both. No, I did not. I did not dye the wool. It came. Here, we'll do a quick little show and tell for everybody. Sammy, we did pizza for dinner tonight, and it was delicious. Normally we try to be really good about it, but I was like, screw it, I got a coupon. Marco's Pizza for the win. And we ate it hot right out of the box, and it was delicious. Uncreative Automaton, hello. Punk Pixie Blue, hello. Let's show off these, the wool for these socks, and then we'll go back to our poll for the new folks. We have a poll going on, very important stream decisions tonight. Let me get this pulled up off of Ravelry so we don't upset people's... Screen. There we go. Okay. I do have glasses. I normally wear contacts, and then when I wear glasses, they're computer glasses. But I got new glasses from Zenny that have the blue light reduction and my prescription instead of one or the other. So I am testing them out this week, and I love it. I don't know if you guys can see, but lights are blue in my reflection because they're fancy blue light blockers. All right, pulling up all the pictures. Here we go. Story time. So this is the wool that we received. We purchased. I don't know why I'm being so weird about it. This is the wool we spun. It is from Jakira Farms on Etsy. Absolutely love this dyer. Her colors are delicious and brilliant. The blue reflection looks very anime mastermind. I'll take it. They're anti-glare. So they're much less of a glare than my normal glasses, but they are still more anti-glare for me than they are anti-glare for you. So yeah, they're anti-glare, they're blue light blocking, and then they are oil resistant, which is worth every penny. So this is what we got to spin. And this is our spin. So we divided up into 4 parts. I knew they would not match. I was not concerned about them matching, because I wanted it to kind of be a little bit, I wanted there to be some parts that were the same color and some parts that were more marled, instead of being like a true fractal spin or a true matching spin. So I was not too concerned about them. I just really enjoyed the spin. So we did it together, and then we plied it all up, and it looks gorgeous, and different sections are different colors, and I can't wait to see how they turn out. So that's why they will be extremely similar, but we'll have different kind of sections of color on them. And I'm very okay with that. And it gives them this really cool watercolor effect. That does look kind of almost tie-dye-y, where you have different parts that are different colors. And I love that effect. You can really only get this kind of marled effect with hand spun with that barber pole in the yarn. So they are turning out amazing. Anti-blue is a new thing for me. So the blue, so like all of the glare that you get from staring at a computer screen for too long, the blue light blockers just take that out. So it takes all the strain off of your eyes from staring at the computer all day. So when I wear contacts, I usually wear computer glasses when I'm sitting down at the computer. But more and more lately, because I am streaming here and working here, my old glasses didn't have the blue light blocker coating, so I was either wearing contacts and then wearing glasses all day, wearing my other glasses all day, and I was like, I should just wear regular. I should just break down and buy new glasses, so I did. Uncrave Automaton, the poll is here. I'm pulling it up now. Fiber Mage, don't go. Fiber Mage. Are you finally taking a break? 3/4 of the way through the spin. Oh, good. Good. Speaking of spinning, let's get some shout outs for some streamers in chat. We got Amber Art Tart. We gave Yarn Crafters Corner a shout out earlier. We're gonna get the Fiber Mage a shout out. We're gonna get the String Player a shout out. Fiber Mage is spinning this, I don't even know how to describe it. It's really nice yarn. Not leaving just 100% here now. Okay. I saw the hearts and I was like, no, scroll through chat. Did she say she's leaving? You either enter or leave with the hearts, and I love it. And we're also gonna shout out KB Fibers, who is a fantastic spinner if you are into the spinning. Fiber Mage's current spin it just looks yummy. I just want to eat it. But it's not like cotton candy eating. It just looks so lush. I want it. The String Player plays cello. She had a cello stream yesterday that I got to hear the tail end of. And knits. Amber Art Tart does the art. I'm fascinated by it. Because I am crafty, but I'm not art-y. So I enjoy her streams and hanging out, and she's also hilarious. Why am I doing shoutouts? Because these are other streamers who are currently in chat that I recommend that you guys go watch. Is it the art of tarts? It's not. It's not art made of tarts, unfortunately. That would really be a thing. And then KB Fibers is just a wonderful spinner that I highly recommend. A good friend of the stream. Okay, so the poll. The poll is here in Twitch. If you are on the desktop, it is over here and it says Twitch picks. If you're on mobile, there should be a little icon for closed captioning and a little poll looking icon next to it. So the question is, we are replacing our desk mat with something fun. Should that fun thing be a desk mat that looks like A, Totoro and the Soot Sprites, or no face knitting? I can't decide. The Soot Sprites are my absolute favorite. The colors are divine. Totoro is adorable. No Face is my other favorite character, and he's knitting, and he's so cute. I don't know. Mage, are you on PC or are you on mobile? No Face doing taxes. He's not doing taxes. He's knitting, and knitting's got little hearts in it. And Soot Sprites and Totoro and the little leaf. I don't know, man. I don't know. Killing's worth it. Hello. Knitter girl, hello. Desktop. Okay, so if you're in desktop, hang on. It's gonna be stream section here. If you're in desktop, let me close it out. If you're in desktop, over here, there should be a little extension that has closed captioning or the poll. And then you should be able to click on one or the other. If you're on mobile, I have it pulled up. Hold please. If you're on mobile and you're watching, here by chat, there should be a little stream closed captioning, and then there should be a little poll with a green bar and a blue bar. And then from there, you can also vote. A combination of the two would be perfect. Sammy, I already wrote down Anna's name for the last time you recommended it. I have not had a chance to check her out on YouTube, but I absolutely will. Purple Twitch box up top. Yes. So Soot Sprites or no face knitting. People in chat have opinions, and I love it. Knitter girl, if you're on mobile, but you're using the browser, it won't work. You have to be using the Twitch app. I had a feeling, Mage, you'd vote for Totoro, considering you literally knit all of these characters the other day. Oh, it's in the same spot on mobile? There you go. On desktop, you have to hover the mouse cursor on the stream over the right side. Yes. So we are running the poll all night tonight. At the end of the night, I will close the poll, add to cart. We will have a new toy for the stream. The reason that we're doing this is also, so Twitch paid us today. Yay. But the good news is we have saved up enough through your very kind support and wonderfulness to get a new crafty cam. We're getting a 2 megapixel crafty cam. Our hand-me-down iPhone is working lovely, but we have saved up to do the fancy camera. So we are getting that, and then we are also getting a fun new desk mat for the stream. You're in the Twitch app. Pull up my channel again. So in the Twitch app, where the chat is, you make sure you click off of chat, and then there should be 2 boxes here. If you have chat enabled, it will go away, but it's where it physically says chat. And we have closed captioning for the stream. And then there's also another bar over here that says Twitch Picks. And you do have to log in order to vote. But it's anonymous to me. I can't see who voted and who hasn't. Can I have your old mat? You can. It's not the best. This poor mat, it's okay. It's not the best for the mice. because it's too shiny. My mouse doesn't like it. It reflects a little too much. And it's not as quiet as I wanted. You might have to tap the bar at the top where it says Atomic Stacy. Thank you, Bash. I mean, Mage, if you really want it, if you really want it and you're going to pay for shipping, I'll find a tube. It's a really nice desk mat. If I was using it for like a laptop mat, it would be perfect. It's not the world's best mouse pad, and the fabric, because it's leather and not fabric, it doesn't muffle the sound nearly as much as I would like. Because I don't know if you guys can hear. This is the leather one, and then this is the fabric one I have. So, I have a fabric one for my workstation, and it works much better, so. You don't have a desk! Age, it's not going to help you at all then. Did I try any of these horrible jelly beans Damien was eating? Yes. Yes, I did. I had Tutti Frutti. I had buttered popcorn, and then I had sour milk, and I said, and now I'm done. For those of you who don't know, my husband is Damien's Gaming, and he is currently doing the Bean Boozled mystery jelly beans on his stream. They're terrible. But it's funny you brought up the dishwater flavor, because so when I was a kid at my grandma's house, we had been making vanilla pudding like all day, because we had to make like vats of it for dessert for the huge family summer gathering. And my grandma's big thing was nobody tastes it before it's on the table. And that was her way of just keeping the grandkids away from snacking on it all day. But it was just me and her, and we had made all this vanilla pudding, and I had asked for a cup at the end, and she said no, I had to wait the next day, and I was all mad. And so I was helping her clean up the kitchen, and she had left, and I was the last one in the kitchen, and there was a big old glob of vanilla pudding on the counter. So I went up to the counter, and I swiped it, and I put it in my mouth, and it was dishwasher detergent. So I don't need to eat dirty dishwater. I literally already have eaten a glob of dish detergent. It's terrible. I don't need to relive that from my childhood. That's a taste I will never forget. Ever, ever, ever. It was lemon flavored. I'm sure it was lemon flavored Cascade. It was so bad. It looked and felt exactly like vanilla pudding, though. How are you alive? Well, I didn't swallow it. I ran over to the sink, foaming at the mouth, and then rinsed my mouth out. So I basically just volunteered to wash my own mouth out with soap at that point. Rabies! Wasn't quite foaming that bad, but it was kind of one of those things where, like, I put it in my mouth, and then, like, because your mouth starts watering, but you're not swallowing, because you're like, oh. It was not cute. Needless to say, I learned my lesson. Very cool. Tiny 7-year-old Stacy learned her lesson so fast that night. So fast. Don't put strange things in our mouth, even if we think they're vanilla pudding. Rabbit Stacy. It was not great. But Damien's like, here, do you want this one? It's dirty dishwater or something. And I just had flashbacks. And I was like, I never want that taste again. Thank you. Thanks. It's not cute. 0 out of 10. Would not recommend. But it is burned into my mind and my taste palette. Did you enjoy the pudding after the incident? The next day, she wouldn't let me have any that night, and I certainly wasn't copping up to the fact that I was a little greedy so-and-so, and was so greedy that I ate soap off the counter. I knew. Better than that. Did I hear a porn gargle? Yes and no. Same sound, different reason. With bamboozle beans, do you know the flavor ahead or only after you eat it? Bash, only after you eat it. They all smell exactly the same. They all just smell like stale sugar and cardboard. They don't really have a smell apart from that. They look exactly the same. The only thing that you know is, like the white ones are the good flavor or the bad flavor. So you know which kind you're going to get. You know what the two options are, but there's no way to tell if it's a good one or a bad one. Lava, you cheered 1,000 bits and I missed it. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for your biddies. I can't believe that I missed that. I am so sorry. I don't even see it in chat. Did you put that in the poll? Am I just losing my mind? I might just be losing my mind. I was upset there was no earwax flavor. They're not every flavor, Beans. Scroll up a wee bit. I'm sure it's in there. I'm so scatterbrained tonight. It's been a long week. I'm so glad it's Friday tomorrow and that we're just hanging out. Not too far above the top. Well, I get all of chat. I get everything from the beginning, so I don't see it here immediately. My beginning of chat goes way back further than your beginning of chat. Anyway, Lava, thank you. Thank you for supporting the stream. Really, you're just enabling at this point, though. We all know. We know. Bash, thank you for the biddies. Yeah, I'm blown away. You guys are incredibly kind. You're helping us you have already helped us get a new craft cam that's coming in the mail. Alerts are not turned off. I heard it go, but I didn't see it. I thought it was a follow that I had missed. Do you guys not see the alerts? I saw it drop into the teacup, so alerts should be on. Should be good to go. I wasn't looking. Well, Damien, what good are you? My goodness. Pull yourself together, man. None, obviously. It shows up on the screen. Okay. So yes, alerts are working. I heard it. I just wasn't paying attention. Queen, thank you for the test. I done seen it with my good eye. Just chowed down dinner. Need to visit your dad. Have a great rest of the stream. Scott, I'm so glad that you enjoyed your care package. Take care. Go take care of the papa. Have a nice night. Thank you for stopping in and saying hi. Bash, he's my only mod. He's never here. And when he is here, he either says I wasn't looking or he says I was listening to Goose. Or he's asleep. Never, not even once. Never, ever. And it's Damien's fault I'm streaming in the first place. So you really can blame Damien's for that one. Blame him all day long for that one. Trying to get used to using longer stitch markers again because I really like these stitch markers. Blame Damien's. It's everyone's favorite thing to do. The other day we were having sound problems and Damien wasn't even here and y'all just blamed him without me even having to say anything. And it made me laugh so hard. You keep disconnecting. Oh no. We're just blaming Damien. There's nothing new here. Nothing new. But guys, thank you for the biddies and for your previous support for getting the crafty cam. I'm gonna be mushy here for a second because I couldn't do this without you guys. The whole rule of the streaming is I love hanging out and I love doing it with you guys, but I can only do it as long as the stream supports itself. I'm not getting paid, but anything that is a stream cost needs to come out of stream funds. So thank you very much for supporting me and helping me with that and getting us the equipment that we need. We are going to be doing a giveaway here in the fall for some fun things. You're getting a crafty cam, Damien says, like he didn't help me decide right before the stream. It's true. We got our Twitch payout and we're pulling the trigger. We're buying our crafty cam. And we're buying a new desk mat. Let's check the votes. Oh, Soot Sprites and Totoro ahead by quite a lead. By a 9, 10, what is this? An 18% lead. Numbers are so hard. 19 votes for the No Face Knitting and 27 votes for Totoro and the Soot Sprites. Damien is so I don't know if you guys know this. It's an unspoken rule on Twitch. The mods have to be the #1 troll. Cause goodness knows I troll the snot out of Damien, so it's only fair that he comes and trolls me. Except it's funny because usually he's never here, so I get away. I get away with it because he's asleep or busy or making out with Goose. Virtually. I don't quite understand how that would work, but they do it. They do it. Gotta try that on Burrows. Burrows is too nice. He's like the only person I'm a mod for that I can't troll. Chat something. Jeez, Punk Pixie, say please. My goodness. So demanding. Is Damien not allowed to sleep? Well, Damien's never here for my Saturday streams because he usually goes to bed at like 6 a.m. and then my Saturday streams are at 9:30 a.m. Which would be fine if I had made fun of him and I said it's fine, but then you never show up for my evening streams either. Because before, I would get home and then immediately go stream, and he would get home after I had streamed. And then now that we are both working from home, and Damien is a full-time streamer, he was just going downstairs and like watching TV and eating. And I'm like, you never watch my streams. So now he is forced family fun time with me. Burrows is like a man crush material even for us men. Damien's dad calls him Aquaman. He's like, is Aquaman gonna be there? Being a bad hubby. He's not a bad husband. He's a bad stream supporter. But he's getting better. Umber Hulk, how you doing, my dude? I gifted her a sub and it took my money. Excel Empress. Oh, Punk Pixie, you may have to refresh. May have to refresh and then hit send. Or Excel Empress has to refresh. I don't know how it works for gifts. I know when you click to sub, if it doesn't go through, you have to refresh the page and then the sub message will pop up. I assume it's the same for gifted subs. I have a cookie now. I want a cookie. Y'all handing out cookies? What? All I get is dish detergent as a child. I want a cookie. I think we have one last box of Girl Scout shortbread cookies downstairs, but I'm trying to save it for when I've had a day and I desperately need it. Not there yet. Not there yet. Might make some tea here soon. That does sound delicious. The avatar in chat is the macaroon is for bits. The macaroons are my bit badges, and then the little atoms. There it is. Hey, Punk Pixie Blue, thank you for that. Gifting 2 subs. Am I reading that right? Punk Pixie, thank you for that. Gifting a tier 1 sub to Excel Empress and gifting a sub to Veggie Zombie. Yes. I did it, Mage. What did you do? Y'all causing trouble. Stop it. Veggie! Thank you for this sub to the string player. Y'all are gonna start a hype train if you're not careful. Veggie got the luck of the draw. Oh, you beat the part of the game. Yay! Congrats, Mage. Although that does not sound like setting it down and taking a break for the record. Although I guess it worked because you're not ready to throw anything yet. Punk Pixie, thank you for those gift subs. And Veggie, thank you for being super nice. You're trying to sub Punk Pixie? Punk Pixie's already subbed, so you can't gift it to her. So you'll just have to give out extra love. Or you can, like, wait and then catch her next time. Gotta celebrate! Yeah! I would let you do bits. Oh, you got subbed. Oh, y'all are silly and I love you all. I love you all. Yeah, we started the stream out as me being furloughed and unemployed and desperately trying to, like, you know, remember how to human. And then it has turned into a little beastie of its own, and I love it so dang much. And then I get to talk to all of you guys, which is my favorite part of the week. Block subbed. Block. If anyone is gonna gift subs, Mage calls dibs on the next gift sub. By the way. Plus all the cool kids hang out here. It's true. I enjoy that the cool kid party does travel from chat to chat, though. It makes me very happy. Books are a reason. Hello. How are you? We are knitting on our stream socks. We have not made a ton of progress tonight, but that's okay. We're still making progress. It still counts. RIP, mate. We are having, if you guys are just joining us or just popping in, we do have a poll going on. If you are on desktop, if you move your mouse over here-ish, there should be a Twitch Picks poll. And it is also available on mobile if you are using the Twitch mobile app. We are getting a new desk mat for the stream. And the big question is, for the poll, should this desk mat be Soot Sprites with Totoro, or should the desk mat be No Face Knitting? They are both Studio Ghibli themed. They are my two favorite Studio Ghibli characters. One is Stream Color, and one is definitely on brand because it will be knitting for the knitting screen, but also Soot Sprites, but also No Face. So, make sure you vote. Poll's going on all night. At the end of the night, we're going to close it, add to cart, get new toys. Let's look at what the current poll is. Refresh. Ooh, we are currently 19 votes No Face Knitting and 30 votes Totoro and Soot Sprites. Soot Sprites definitely seem to be a lot of people's favorites. I wonder if the knitting one will get confusing. Like, I won't know if it's my knitting or No Face's knitting. Excel Empress, what? Oh, there's your little, see, you got a little Adam next to your name. A little Adam next to your name. Excel Empress really, 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 really wants it to be Soot Sprites. Desperately. So does Lava. Veggie is Team No Face all the way. Okay, now it sounds stupid. What do you mean it sounds stupid? It made sense in my head. No, that's fine. I was trying to figure out what you meant by it. Like, did you mean like it would get, like side by side they would get confusing, or? Reverse psychology works, right? It's not me you have to convince. This is a democracy. I narrowed it down from infinity to 2. It is y'all's decision now. Hands up. I can't decide. It's y'all's problem now. The knitting one is very centered and the graphic is right where your hand will be. The Soot Sprites will show up more, you think? Well, it'll be slightly off center. So, let me zoom out a little bit. It'll be slightly off center. So if I were to take my current mat and center it, the center would be over here. So it would be me knitting with No Face. So it wouldn't be so bad. But same thing with the Totoro. You would see Totoro's eyes and nose popping out. So you decide something important? No way, not you. Umber Hulk, I have to be the one who makes executive decisions 95% of my life. Damien can never decide. No one at work can decide. but teal, it is. So okay, so let's weigh the pros and cons. All right. Let's weigh the pros and cons. So this one has Soot Sprites, which are my absolute favorite Studio Ghibli thing ever. I adore Soot Sprites. I'm pretty certain my next tattoo will be a tiny little Soot Sprite friend. It is also Stream Colors. Also, Totoro's adorable. It's so stinking cute, and it's on brand. But when you come over here to this one, No Face is my next favorite Studio Ghibli character, and he's knitting. So now I'm like, but he's so cute, and I also love him, and he's knitting on the knitting cam. But Soot Sprites, but knitting, but teal, but No Face. So I don't know. Totoro one is a calmer color, which goes to the vibe here. If we're going solely based on stream aesthetic, this one does match better. But some people like a contrast. So that's why we're doing a poll. We're looking to see what you guys want. Get the teal and then knit a No Face doll. Maybe. Maybe. This is the one here. This is the one my husband wants, and it makes me laugh when every time I see it. My husband wants this one for him. And it's ridiculous. It's so pretty. It's just got too much going on. There's much too much going on here. We don't need that clutter. Also, it slightly terrifies me, but he's still my favorite. I like how all of a sudden he gets a wig when he becomes giant no face. I always wonder where the wig comes from. The no face doll has to be knitting. It does have to be knitting because I don't like crochet. I know it's not a wig. I know. All right, enough of that nonsense. So please vote in the poll. Your voice matters. I do need to knit a no-face doll though. And he would be relatively easy to knit as well. Some shapes, it really is easier to crochet, and some of them is easier to knit. I also want to knit a giant Totoro plushie with a leaf hat eventually. Knit a no-face doll that is post knitting knitception. It's on the list. If I could quit my job and only knit, we could get through this to knit list way faster. A removable leaf hat, I hope, so you can wear it. Well, I would just make me one as well, so we could match. Naturally. Naturally. There's a pattern for one on Ravelry. See if I can find him. He's so cute. Perfection. Yeah, I would have to knit a matching one. Here we go. Here we go. There is... I can't find them. That's fine. Here, I'll show you these. We'll go from there. Full screen. Here we go. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. I want to knit him. It's a little knit Totoro with a little leaf hat. He's so cute. And then I would make myself a leaf hat and ears. I'd make little Totoro ears. He's a cutie pie. Also, I want to knit a Gigi the cat. But I feel like I should make it gray so it could be like pearl. Looks like the Soot Sprites are absolutely winning right now. Everyone's a big teal and Soot Sprite fan. Look how cute it is. One thing I love about this yarn that you did is when you look at the sock, it kind of looks like the color seeps and blends to the other rows, like on a watercolor painting. Yes. Here's a good example of it. Here's a really good example down by the toe. So this kind of like this kind of marling where it almost looks like I have like a blue strand with a pink strand held double kind of feel. You can only get that from barber pole. And then when we spun it, we didn't necessarily worry about color blocking. So I didn't try and make all the colors line up. specifically. So because of that, as we plied it, because it's 4 plies, whatever 2 of the colors are, 2 or more of the colors are, is the dominant color. But you still get this really cool, you know, 3rd or 4th ply coming through. This is my absolute favorite effect of hand spun knitting when you're not color blocking or trying for a specific method. It's one of my favorite things. But they never look as cute in person. The stuffies? I don't know. I've had some stuffies turn out pretty darn well. I feel like I could get that Totoro pretty down pat. I also have some monsters to make. Have you guys seen this book? Rebecca Danger's Book of Monsters? Also, how great of a name is Rebecca Danger? Here we go. So Rebecca Danger has the big book of knitted monsters that I got for my birthday one year. And I cannot wait to make some of these. They're perfect for scraps. They're so cute. It talks about, that's not a monster, that's a Viking. That's a monster. So in the book, essentially each monster has a place that it lives and a name. It's like one of them's a laundry monster, and one's a garage monster, and one's a bathroom monster. And then you learn how to make all the different shapes, and then you can mix and match like the colors or the teeth or the ears or the arms. It's very fun. Keep the sprites in the lead for me. I gotta go. Excel Empress, I think you're gonna be pretty safe. I think Sit sprites are definitely winning by a lot. Get out of Streamception. Sorry, guys. Let's look. Refresh. 19 votes, no face knitting. 30 votes, Totoro plus Sit sprites. Ahead by 11 votes. A very sizable lead. You just ordered this? It's a very well written book. I've been saving up all my scraps because I want to sit down and knit a bunch of monsters here soon. Will be my next stuffy looking thing. Several more votes right now. Gotta stack that lead. Maybe around Christmas time we'll make some monsters together. That could be really nice. I owe my sister a laundry monster. She desperately wants one. I think his name is Larry. Part of me's like, I need a fun name like Rebecca Danger. And then I was like, oh yeah, I'm Automatic Stacy. Which is an accidental moniker from Craft Night. Excel Empress, thank you for being here tonight. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. Have a nice night. That sounded so wrong. That's fair. If it was appropriate, it wouldn't be my stream. Veggie, we'll tell you when you're older. Your stepsister legally changed her middle name to Danger? Part of me's like, yeah, and the other part of me's like, but that costs money. Punk Pixie, I don't want him. I haven't peed alone in years. You know why? Because the cats have to be in the bathroom when we are in the bathroom. And if I don't let a cat in, I have to do this thing when I go to the bathroom where I have to physically turn the knob so they can hear it. And if a cat doesn't come running, I close the door and I have to double check. Because usually there's a cat who almost didn't make it. And if by chance I don't have a cat in the bathroom with me at the time I'm going, I get one who paws under the doors. Wait for me. Although I really like it when I'm in the bathroom and the cats do that and I say things and then they get like confused. It's like they'll be like scratching at the door and I'll say, "Someone's in here." And they'll be like, "It's occupied." Just a minute. So it's funny because the cats don't know what any of those things mean, but they know that I'm talking to them. But they're like, "But she's not opening the door." Change it all at once, first, middle, and last. Okay, that is fair. That's fair when you're getting married. I did have that feeling of like, hey, I'm changing my last name now that I'm a married woman's. Do I want to change my name? Is there a name I would rather have? But I couldn't think of anything better, so I was like, nah, it's fine. Just take stinky old gaming. So now I'm Stacy Gaming. That's the thing you're most excited about getting married? Never hurts when your auto insurance goes down either. That's always nice. Are you pooping? No, Veggie, that's what I ask Damien every time he's in the bathroom. And he didn't say if Damien hasn't announced to me he's going to the bathroom and I'm like upstairs and I walk downstairs and find him in the bathroom, or I'm downstairs and come upstairs and I see the doors closed and he's in the bathroom, I will always walk up to the door and be like, "Are you pooping?" I've also texted him that from the bathroom when he's like, "I'm going to the bathroom," and then he takes a minute. Are you pooping? That's from Critical Role, from the message sending jokes, and it's never not funny. I'm changing my name anyway. I should just add it. Yes. Yes. Well, it costs money, so if you're gonna do it and then have to change all your personal records, only do it once. Make it worth it. We have some legally protected surnames, as in you can't change your last name to a protected surname. I know this girl that has changed her name that roughly translate to Minty Booze. Yes. I mean, that is one thing we didn't think about. We could have just picked a last name for both of us and changed both of our last names. But again, we couldn't think of anything better, so. To change his name because you don't want to change yours. There was, who was it? Well, I can't say it. I can't say their last name. I'm going to dox them. It's very unusual. They're the only people who have this last name. Anyway, so there's a family who has a very unique last name, and they're basically the only people in all of America with this last name. But everyone had like daughters, so the name was almost fizzling out. So instead of it being like, we'll say her last name was Smith and his last name was Jones. So instead of her marrying and being Mrs. Jones, they both combined, so it's Smith-Jones. Yeah, because they're both super unique last names. So they both changed their name and their powers combined. And I thought that was pretty nifty. In order for them to preserve the family name was very cute. But joke's on them because they also had daughters. My boyfriend always announces when he goes to drop the bombs. Flobera Street, hello. When we only had one bathroom, we had to announce that we were pooping in case the other person had to pee real fast. Because there was zero option otherwise. If you were going to be a minute, there was literally nowhere else to go. So it was common courtesy in the apartment with my then fiance to announce when you had to take a poop to allow the other person to courtesy pee in advance. I specifically when we bought our house, I was like, it must have 2 bathrooms. I am tired of having to pee while he's stinking up the joint. Which was hilarious. And now I have 3. One of my mate's neighbor's surname is protected. There's something like 32 people in their family line. So you can only have that last name if you're born with it. You can't change your name to it. That's cool. Nobody cares here. Change your name to whatever you'd like. There's very famously a woman who lives in Central Florida named Linda Skywalker. And everybody knows her. Once you spot her, you cannot ever miss her. She was very briefly highly obsessed with High School Musical, but now is back to being Star Wars obsessed. I have not heard anything since COVID, but I am sure she is still out there, lurking, waiting. If any of you are Linda Skywalker, please message me. I have serious questions. You can change it if someone in your family line in the last 4 generations have had that name. Oh, okay. So you can't just pick a new last name. There has to be a rhyme or reason to it. You guys have rules for changing your name. Generally speaking. Well, that sounds nice and orderly. I kind of like that. Kind of like that. We get all willy-nilly. If you've got the money, we've got the honey. And in relation to such and such? I hate that question. I hate it because, the answer's always no. Don't ask. Like, we all know each other. You're just trying to eke out if you can be a couple degrees closer to a person you like. Even if the answer were yes, you ain't gonna meet them. Go away. You're gonna pay to change your first name? You wish you had the guts to change it when you got married? Go for it. Is your first name gonna be Blue? Pixie? Sparkles. First time is free, and after that you have to have an actual reason that goes through the judicial system. Oh. No, you have to pay. Getting married is expensive, but changing your name is even worse. No, I don't know the wrestler. Yes, he is related. Something like 3 generations apart. No, we don't have any contact. You were super tempted to pick indigo? You should have. I was super Scandinavian, so you figured you'd better not. Just rename yourself Blue Ivy or Apple. Whatever the hell Elon Musk's kid's name is. Just call me Emily was taken. Hello, Emily. I assume. Unless I see proof, I can't trust it. Her lineage is super Scandinavian. I am almost directly half German and half Welsh. Even though no one has lived in those parts of the region for since right before World War One. Everybody immigrated to the US. But tracing lineage, it's very German. 100% Norski. Yeah, the Midwest is surprisingly German immigrant. Apparently we like to plant the potatoes and make the bread no matter where we go. Cheers from Finland then. Yeah. Lady May is I believe I'm gonna get this wrong. I want to say she's from Finland, but now it's gonna be wrong. I don't think she's Swedish. I want to say she's from Finland. And then transplanted directly to Texas. You were all related. Who knows? She's from your local hometown. Yeah, I did get it right. I'm very excited about this. I'm just a mixture of all the white. Finished playing an hour ago. Yarncrafter's Corner, congratulations. What will you do next? I hope I didn't get that wrong. I don't think Lady May's here. I think we're safe. We'll just never speak of it again. It'll be fine. No one needs to know. Delete the VODs. Well, I do need to... I am going to spend the rest of the night tonight making highlights, so... if one of them gets changed... No, I am highlighting our Floof to Foot videos this year, so we have a record for next summer, since this is the second annual Floof to Foot. How do I delete Twitch? How do I wipe the internet? Nothing until tomorrow, and then flying the BFL. Do you think applying the BFL will take you the rest of Tour de Fleece? Because it's... So it'd be Friday, Saturday, and then I think Sunday's the last day. So do you think that'll take you the rest of it, or are you going to start something else? Or are you just going to call it finished? I'm done. I'm out. I didn't get anything for your feet. Umber Hulk, it's in the mail. Just keep checking. Yep, sure. It's in the mail. These socks are for me. They're too delicious. You can't have them. They're mine. Heard if you type Google into Google, it'll break the internet. Like putting a bag of holding in a bag of holding. That will also break D&D. Yeah, Umberhulk, I posted it right after I posted that postcard. Don't do it even for a joke. You don't know. You don't know. Sock is going great, Sammy Grandma. We are, let's take a quick measure here. So if we fold in half. So I like my socks. So here is the point where we started, where we finished our increases for the toe. So I like my sock length to be just a little bit past that. So if we make it about an inch cuff, we have a little over an inch left to knit. So we are halfway through our half left. A quarter of the leg to go. I was hoping to get through the leg today and then do the cuff and the heel on Saturday. We are going to knit the heel on Saturday regardless. It is going to happen. One way or another. But we may just finish the leg on Saturday first and then just make Saturday a longer stream. We'll see. You had pasta for dinner. What type of sauce did you have on your pasta? That's the question. Red sauce or white sauce or cheese sauce? Cheese. You're waiting for Punk Pixie. Are y'all having a night on the town? Or are you weaving tonight? Or are you just having sad thoughts about toddlers together? Yes, this is the first sock, Veggie. Unless you finish your first sock. But no, this is my first sock of the wool. Pesto. Oh. That sounds delicious. You're going to an Eagles cover band? That sounds delightful. My sister and I went to... The only time we ever went to a good cover band, I should say. We went to, we went to see the Journey cover band. And it was like the official cover band. They were amazing. Amazing. I hope your cover band is delightful. Because there are bands that do covers. And then there are like bands that like, we will be the Eagles. So I hope your cover band is committed. We saw the Journey cover band. I knew they were playing live, but if you had told me that they were all lip syncing and someone had played the CD off stage, I also would have believed you. It was amazing. But it was also hilarious because at the time I had taken... So my sister and I used to, when I was 21 and able to get into bars, I knew a lot of people who played in bands at bars. And we would always get tickets to go see them. So because I was 21, I could get in, but because my sister was on the list, she could get in, but she was, even though she was underage because it was a 21 and up bar. So my sister would always have giant black X's sharpied on the backs of her hands so she couldn't order a drink. But it was funny because she was too young to, she didn't have her driver's license yet. So I was still the designated driver, but I was the only one who could drink. But we had a lot of fun in those bars. Usually ended up going home smelling like cigarettes, though. Even though we did not smoke. You won tickets? Congrats. Free concerts are the best concerts. Like, free that you won. Usually paid concerts. Paid talent is the best. But when you can go for free, it's extra sweet. Thought for a second we were close to the toe and you're ready for the second sock. Oh. These are toe up for us, so we are almost to the cuff. What time do I go to bed on weeknights? I try to be in bed. I try to be in bed at 11 and then kind of like noodle around on the Switch or my phone until midnight and just try and like, or knit in bed, and just try and calm down. Cool, quiet hours. But lately I go to bed at like 1 a.m. because my husband is up late and is loud. And I don't have to commute right now, so it's easier to wake up 15 minutes before I have to log in for work. Get dressed and mosey across the hall. The age to buy alcohol everywhere in the US is 21, Lava. But yes, 21. So I was 21, but my sister was 17, almost 18. But she still only had her learner's permit to drive. So I had to drive both of us, but I was the only one that could drink. So I did not. But she thought it was a really cool status symbol the next day when she went to school and she had like washed out black X's on her hands. And she's like, I was at the bar last night. Made no sense. Veggie, I'm just trying to keep up with you, man. I'm exhausted and you're crazy. And between the two of us, we're never gonna make it. But I love ya. I've got to go to this really small UG... Oh, Underground Punk Festival next weekend. That sounds fun. My little brother's band is playing as a main event. Congrats. Ah, kids. Those were the days. Man, am I glad they're over. It's true. Things are happening. Daddy Haruka. Hello. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for the follow. We're hanging out. I don't know. We may not hang out. We may not stream terribly late tonight. We're not ending the stream. We're gonna keep going. We may not go extra late tonight though. Kids. It's been a long day. Also, I need to wash dishes and put the pizza from earlier away. It's still sitting in the pizza boxes on the stove. And it's been a long day. But we're gonna keep going. Keep going. I would love to finish the leg of this sock tonight. And then Saturday we'll do the cuff. The afterthought heel. We're definitely doing the afterthought heel Saturday. Saturday stream no matter what. Because I know a lot of you want to see that. So hopefully we'll finish the leg tonight. Do the cuff, the heel, and then start the toe on the second sock. Saturday. KB, hello! Hubby made spaghetti while I cut the grass? Heck yeah. That's a good deal. I'd take that. How's it going? How's your Tour de Fleece adventure? And how many ounces of spinning are you up to at this point? Because I saw that you were plying today, I think. Or maybe that was yesterday. I don't know. All my days run together now. All the days run together. Tonight is stream homework night. I have to catch up on our highlights before they disappear on Twitch. Do a little stram homework. Currently closing 600 tabs. Part of me loves that we open weird stuff and talk about it during the stream, and then part of me is like, why do we always open weird windows when I'm streaming? Heinz57. I knew your goal was 49, and I knew you had blown through it, but I did not know what you were now up to. 57 ounces. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to end up spinning this year. My goodness. Congratulations. I'm gonna get my hat done by the end of the month. Should have started on July 5th. Are you just starting tonight? Hats are relatively easy though. You can make it. We'll be plying tomorrow. Okay. KB, my husband wanted me to tell you that he really likes your unicorn slippers. He thinks they look very cute. It's like, how come you don't have any of those? It's like, because I have socks. I don't like slippers. And he's like, oh. He's such a nerd. You're so comfy. You started on the 11th. You're not a fast knitter. Okay, so slightly late start. I was just going to sign off, but unicorn slippers? Yes. KB Fibers has unicorn slippers she wears sometimes when she spins, and if you want to see them, you're just gonna have to go check her out. But also KB is an adorable person and an amazing spinner, and you should go check her out anyway. So there. Yes, you can catch the unicorn slippers on her channel. Emily, I feel like you could do it. I have faith in you. We're almost halfway through the month. If you just have to finish it by the end of the month, you have time. I have faith in you. Also, Lava, have a nice night. Thanks for stopping by. Biddies! Excel Empress, thank you for those 30 bits. You make my teacup look so bright and happy. Unicorn slippers? I'm in. Yeah. KB is doing Tour de Fleece. If you guys don't know, it is spinning wool, well, generally wool, spinning fiber into yarn. And the goal is to spin every day that the Tour de France rides. She had a goal to spin 49 ounces of fiber and has already flown past that, and it has spun 57 ounces so far. It's amazing. It's also the nicest yarn. I have never seen anyone spin so fast, yarn so fast that is so nice before. It is life goals someday. Have a nice time, time zone appropriate, happy time. Good night, Lava. Thanks for stopping by. I need to get more floofs since you finished your pink floof. Yes, all the floofs. All the floofs. Once we finish these socks, we will get back to doing some spinning on the channel. I like that we are spinning for a while and then knitting for a while and then spinning for a while. It seems to be a very good flow for us. And it is fulfilling my wish to only knit with hand spun from here on out. Have survey bits. Thank you for the biddies, Yarn Crafters Corner. "3 a.m. here, well, is definitely bedtime for you. Have a nice night, Flobera. Whenever I browse makers, there's never anyone on, but then whenever I'm in chat, there's just so many cool streamers. You just have to follow all of them. But yes, it is definitely a problem. My goal is to watch knitting and spinning 24/7. Yarn Crafters Corner, for your survey, who are you voting for your biddies? Or are they just in general bits? Never enough time to watch them all. I'm constantly watching old VODs and lurking on people. Stretch break. On the body of the hat, which is the longest part before I can finally start decreasing. So I feel like you have plenty of time. I feel like you're doing great. Do our finger twirls. Azurkoi, we'll definitely make sure that we rate a maker tonight so we can get you hooked up with more fun stuff. Oh, the Twitch survey site. Oh. Well, thank you for the biddies. Why are you always talking about going to bed when I'm here? You can have my sleep schedule. Umberhulk, I'm not going to bed. I'm telling everyone else to have a nice night. They're going to bed. You're stuck with me. I'm not going anywhere. I really want to finish the leg of this sock tonight. Making gifts for gift bots. I appreciate the continuous craftathon. Usually whatever we're doing on stream is what I try to raid. But I will make sure we raid a crafter since we have new crafty friends to introduce to other new crafty friends so we can enable all the mores. Yes, join us. Excellent. Yes. No problem, Sammy Grandma. I saw. You're perfectly fine. It's one of the commands, so you're more than welcome to do so. Yep, we've been going for a while. Normally, I try and take a break at the 2-hour mark and then keep going. But today, I want to push through. We might finish slightly sooner than usual. And like I said, I really want to get the leg of this sock done. I step away, no face is losing. Melvin Knits, there is a whole campaign for only teal and soot sprites. You are being outmatched, unfortunately. I mean, not that y'all can't make a good comeback, but the stream definitely has matching color aesthetic opinions. It's teal, yeah. Everybody wants it to match stream colors is the #1 reason. Also, people really love soot sprites, which is totally fair because I do too. Kind of want both of them. I can't decide, and that's why I made all of you decide instead, because I didn't want to have to be the adult in this situation. If y'all don't know what we're talking about, there's a poll going on. It is a Twitch Picks poll. It's either over here-ish. If you're on desktop, you hover over, there should be a Twitch Picks button. And it's also on mobile. The options are either this adorable teal Soot Sprite Totoro desk mat, or the, oh, not that one, or the no face knitting desk mat as our new craft mat for the crafty cam. The teal definitely matches the color aesthetics better. It is also knitting on the knitting cam. It's literally my two favorite Studio Ghibli characters. I cannot tell you. Soot Sprites and No Face are my two favorite things possibly ever with Studio Ghibli. The Soot Sprites especially. So looking at the poll, Soot Sprites are super in the lead. People have opinions. I love it. We should do more polls. But we're replacing our crafty mat with a fabric one instead of the leather one. It should be a little quieter for you guys, a little less shaky, and my mouse will work better on it, which will be really nice. I vibe with the aesthetic. I really struggled choosing. It is a very hard choice for most people, and then some people are like, oh, nah, is this one ride or die? I'm just enjoying the drama at this point. I hate real drama, but man, I love me some when everyone gets all worked up about fun stuff. Have y'all ever played Super Fight? Perfect example. Had to banhammer some trolls in a Discord server and sort of want to use it as an excuse to buy more floof than I need. I would say you have earned it, if that helps your decision at all. Also, it's not going to go bad, so you might as well buy more now and save on shipping by bundling it. It's not bread, it won't go stale. I have millions of excuses. Tell me if you want more. People suck, shower me in fiber for my pain. Have you met my stash? It's called working in hospitality. It's called Mr. Yarnskane, you're my only friend. My doggo is telling me it's walks time. I shall return. Azor, enjoy your walk. And doggo time. Mindy Knits, hello! How's it going? I know shout outs for you and Melvin Knits, come to think of it. We are continuing to knit on our hand-spun sock. I'm hoping to finish the leg on our first sock tonight. Is the dream. The dream. We'll see. Here we go. This is our hand spun sock so far. It's all of the cotton candy spun sugar floof. It turned out so well. Speaking of more crafty people you should follow. Oh, excuse me. Mindy Knits and Melvin Knits are both fine folks. Saturday is the heel. Yes. We are doing an afterthought heel. I put in a placeholder here. So on Saturday, we will definitely do the heel and go over how to pull this out and pick up the stitches and then do the traditional afterthought heel. Absolutely. Even if we don't finish the sock, I will do the heel on Saturday. My goal was to finish the leg today and then do the cuff and the heel Saturday. And then if that went well, then also start the toe. My cat has started hiding. The storm must be soon. It's going almost Friday. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. But our sock is turning out amazing. So the reason we're doing an afterthought heel is because I didn't want to stop and then do all the short rows and then continue. I didn't want there to be a really jagged line here. I want it to be nice and smooth. Need to see how this afterthought heel thing works. It sounds much scarier than it is. So you can do the afterthought heel two ways. A true afterthought heel is you just knit a tube and you cut the yarn and pick up the stitches. That terrifies me. I'm a chicken. So what I do is I knit up until where I want the heel to be. I knit a placeholder yarn, I slip the stitches back around, and then I just knit and keep going. So at the end, so this green yarn on the inside has 2 little ends sticking out. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick up the top stitches, we'll pick up the bottom stitches, we'll rip this green out, and then you'll have a gaping mouth hole, and then we'll knit the heel afterwards. It will all make sense in time. No cut, no cut. It sounds much scarier than it is. Because essentially what you do is you pick up the stitches and you count to make sure it's centered, and then you find that center point and you cut, and then what you do is you pick the stitches out until you have 2 ends on either side, and then you use those ends and then you weave in those ends at the end. So like, it's not as terrifying as it sounds. My problem is I can never find the middle. I don't know if you can tell. My sock actually has turned. Let me zoom out. Let's zoom out a little bit. So my sock, if you're looking at it, has actually turned a little bit. It'll straighten back out after it's been washed and I've been wearing it for a while, but as I knit it, it slightly turns. So finding the middle and then trying to find the middle, like, I have to mark it as I go, or it'll never be a straight. It'll always be crooked. So that's why I put the placeholder yarn in, because that just makes it easier for me. I don't have to guess. I just know, all right, so we're gonna go to here. This is my measurement, and then we'll put it in here, and then we'll come back later. But we'll go over that. That won't be a problem. You guys will see. Afterthought heels are nice. Oh, actually, let me zoom back out again. Here, for example, is an afterthought heel that I'm doing. And this is another perfect example of why afterthought heels are nice. I didn't want to mess up. This is a self-striping skein of yarn. And you don't want to mess up the stripes by stopping to do short row heels and then keep going. So we did an afterthought heel in it. I have a little mini skein for the toes and the heels. So again, I put a placeholder yarn in. And then essentially you just do the decreases like you would do the toe of a sock. It's essentially making a really big toe as the heel. So it sounds much more terrifying than it really is. Veggie Zombie can attest. And then the nice part about afterthought heels is if you do get corners in the sides in your gussets, then you automatically have ends that you can weave in on either side. Because the way, especially the way that I do it is, oh, there's all this extra yarn. There we go. The way that I do it is, so I'll start, so like, this side is where I started. So this already has the end in it. So when I weave in the end, if there are any holes, I automatically can weave those up. And then when I end, I'll start back at the beginning of the row. I'll graft the stitches here, and then I'll have an end on this side where I can slip down and sew up any holes I might have over here. So the goal when I do heels, especially if they're in a contrasting color, is always to have the 2 ends on either sides to do any holes. Like here you can see it's got a little teeny tiny hole. Here you go. Here, we'll zoom back in for this one. A little teeny tiny hole where I picked up the stitches. You can barely tell. It just looks like it's slightly stretched out in that stitch, but putting, you know, it's just nice to have the end to weave in so you don't have to worry about it. It's nice to already have a fix in, so I just don't have to be bothered by it anymore. Because I hate paying attention. I need to make me some socks. Melvin Knits, you should. It's like a hug for your feet. If sweaters are wearable hugs, socks are hugs for your feet. We live in Florida, and you would think it's hot in Florida, so why do I need so many hand knit socks? But everything is tile floor, so my toes are always freezing. And hand knit socks are the bestest. And wool is so delightful for the feet because it is odor resistant, is naturally moisture wicking, and even if they get kind of sweaty, unlike cotton, when your socks get wet and then your feet get really cold, wool is the only material that retains its warmth after being wet. I have a lot of feelings about wool socks. I love them very much. All crafty, hello. I like hats because it's a hug for your head. It just feels delightful. It's so nice. All crafty, how are you doing? We're desperately trying to finish up this first sock. I'm trying to finish the leg tonight. And more useful than a bunch of hand knit sweaters. See, I constantly wear sweaters and sweatshirts indoors. The problem with Florida is it's a billion degrees outside, so inside the AC is always cranked up super high. So in Florida in the summer, you have to carry a sweater around for when you go inside. But I like cardigans especially, because then I just take one of those instead of a sweatshirt, and then it's much nicer. Scarves are a hug for your neck? That one doesn't sound as good. That one sounds like a creepy way of saying, here, come here, little girl, let me hang you. And that's not a nice thing to say. It's more useful than a bunch of worsted hand knit sweaters or like super heavy pullovers, I should say. There's some fingering sweaters that I feel like I would wear a ton, because they're not heavy, they're just let me what? Well, I was saying, if sweaters are like a hug, or like a wearable hug, then socks are a hug for your feet. And then we were saying hats are a hug for your head, but you can't really say scarves are a hug for your neck without it sounding like you're trying to strangle someone. Delete the VODs, we were never here. Sounds like something Jack Skellington with his little strangling fingers would say. Long, strangly fingers. Well, shit. Fiber Mage is back to playing her game. Back to playing the game. Part of me is like, I need to find out what game this is. And the other part of me is like, I don't think I need that kind of stress in my life. I don't think I need that. Got to the very, 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 very end. Software closed because of an error. No. Oh, Mage. I'm so sorry. No one then. Oh, Mage. Can I offer you the dessert of your choice? Only function keys, grr. I promise it's a fun game. I don't think I believe you, as it turns out. I don't know. Something tells me it may not be that fun. I can't imagine why. It's just something in my gut. I don't think we're gonna finish tonight, because we need to get to here. We need to get to here. And we've only done this much. We're a little over half. Oh well. You can play it on your phone for free too. I don't know, Mage. It feels like a trap somehow. It feels like misery loves company and you're trying to lure me in. Do it. Join us. One of us. Like that? Because I don't need more of that in my life. Oh gosh. One of us. What's the game? No, don't fall for it. Paige has been cursing this game up and down all night and then keeps saying, but I promise it's fun. All right, Mage, what's the game? We're gonna look it up. Sky. Sky, Children of the Light. Okay, okay. Oh, let's watch the launch trailer. Hang on. No. Shh. I said pause. Calm. It's the one you play over and over again? Like Chrono Trigger? Play Chrono Trigger over and over again, too. Alright. Pause music. Back up. Okay. I want a magic firefly lamp. This game looks gorgeous. Never seen this, but this is the game. It's all online, so you play without people. You get a little more. Oh, you get a little more health every time you play. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Now I want to play Chrono Trigger. We're never gonna get this song finished. It's just gonna be other things I want to do and or eat forever. Oh, with other people. I was like, wait. But then I was like, I'm tired, so maybe. Very similar to Journey. Okay. I've not played Journey, but I have. I am more familiar with that one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that. Well, thanks for enabling. When you guys see me cursing up a storm next time, now you're gonna know why. Just be like, Mage made me do it. It just looks so pretty. I will play Ori someday. I have it. I own it. I have never played it. I haven't gotten that far yet. We'll get a fair way through Breath of the Wild before I worry about another game. Speaking of another game I desperately want to play right now, Breath of the Wild. Goes to not find the Switch. Mage said it was also on mobile, this game. But I'm deeply addicted to my Switch and being able to play it in bed, which is the most comfortable thing ever. I didn't think it would be, but man, is it nice. It is very nice. Goes to not find the mobile. BRB being enabled. All I know is after stream, I'm busting into the shortbread cookies and making tea, and then sitting down to do stream homework is what that sounds like. That's all I've gotten out of here yet. There are less errors on the phone, and it's easier to chat, but it's way easier to play the game, so you can see better on, and you can see better on the Switch. How much do I actually have to talk to other people? That's a question. That might be a deal breaker for me lately. People are getting on my last nerve this week. Although, looking at all the reactions, no spoilers, looking at all the reactions from the Loki finale on Twitter is my new favorite thing. To do hashtag Loki finale and watch all the reactions. It's my favorite. I was not confused by the ending. I was confused that there would not be more for another year. No spoilers. We're not going to talk about it tonight. It was very good. It definitely ends on a cliffhanger. Like every show that you will see what happens next for season 2. Because they've already announced that there's going to be a season 2. So I knew it was going to end on a cliffhanger. Because it's also leading up to the next Marvel chapter. It was a lot. It was so good. It was a lot. The voice of Mrs. Minutes is Canadian. That cartoon is terrifying. Mrs. Minutes is terrifying. I thought she was fun at first. And I was like, oh my gosh, she has no soul. There will absolutely be a season 2, Mindy Knits. They have already announced it. Like, they had already announced it a week or two ago before they released the finale. It was delightful. The new actor that they introduced for the new character, fabulous. Fantastic. Want more. All the mores. And they're definitely going back to their comic book roots with it, and I really like that. I really like it. That made your week? Yes, absolutely will be a Loki season 2. And Tom Hiddleston will be back to write and produce on it, which is another reason I think it was so good, is he got to do a lot of his own writing and character development for it. Because he very clearly had a lot of fun filming it. So not too much fan service. No, not too much fan service. Although Tom Hiddleston in a suit was fan service enough for me. You haven't finished WandaVision either? That's gonna make you cry, but it's so good. KB hasn't seen any of it. We're gonna do a rewatch here soon. When they take a break from Marvel. Because there's something coming. I think it's What If is coming up next. Tom Hiddleston is just chef's kiss. I just like him as a body. Sometimes I just want some eye candy and he is there to provide it for me, okay? We're gonna go back to doing, I think we're gonna go back to doing some viewing. Undecided when. Undecided. I definitely want to watch WandaVision again, and Damien doesn't want to see it, so I would love to watch it with you guys, because y'all would actually like to see it. So we'll probably watch WandaVision, and then The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and then Loki. Or then maybe I'll do movies. Could do all the Avengers movies. That could be really fun. KB, anything that I am going to stream, I will give you absolute first heads up. We won't make it so late because that wasn't practical. Doing it so late was why I stopped doing Mandalorian Mondays, is because it was just too late for me. And it wasn't really working out personally. I think we're gonna do it. I think we'll do more of, hey, after stream, we'll go hang out in the Discord, and you can either go watch this person we're gonna raid, or I'll put on like a couple episodes or a movie on the afternoons. I think we'll do any Saturday we're not doing knit night. I'll throw something up after stream, I think is the plan. I think that's easiest, because Sundays are hanging out with Damien, and then during the weeknights gets really weird with work. I can only watch like 1 or 2 episodes at a time due to fraying in my reality. Well, that's what we would do. So either I would watch well, this Saturday is knit night, KB, so you're in luck. I think what we'll do is I'll do Avengers. How do I want to do this? I think we'll do Avengers Infinity War. We'll do Avengers Endgame. And then we'll do WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and then Loki. So not this Saturday, but next Saturday. So any Saturday when we're not doing a knit night, after stream, we'll throw up something in Discord. I like that. Let's do that. So then we'll do the 2 movies that lead up to the series, and then we'll do like 2 episodes at a time. KB approves, thus it will be so. Because I've been wanting to do more stuff in Discord with you guys, because I have it, and all I have to, you know, even if I can't stick around and watch, I can throw it up and then like go run and do lunch and then come back kind of thing. But I want to rewatch all of that with you. I want to rewatch all of that, and Damien ain't got time for that. Damien's like, there's so much we haven't seen yet. And I was like, but I want to rewatch the good stuff. Oh no, better get some tissues, gonna cry. You and me both. So we'll do that. We'll do Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. And then we'll do WandaVision. At least WandaVision and Loki. You guys can tell me whether you want to watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier or not. Falcon and the Winter Soldier is amazing. I really enjoyed it, but I don't think it's going to lead into the new stuff that's coming out. I think that's just on its own for the time being. So we can always come back to that. I don't think we're going to miss anything if we watch it out of order. Because the Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness is going to be the next big thing. And that's what... And I don't think Falcon and the Winter Soldier are going to have a very big part in it compared to the other 2. based on very obvious storylines. Although maybe we'll watch Doctor Strange. Well, oh, I don't know, guys. KB wants to watch it all. The rest of you will have to chime in. Feel dirty after cutting their ass. Oh, KB, you've had a long day. You do what you need to do, girl. I think we're gonna finish this row. I think we're gonna call it a night. Because like I said, tonight I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna we're gonna highlight the rest of the videos for our Floof to Foot socks. And by we, I mean me after stream with a glass of wine. I'm gonna do stream homework tonight. So we've made good progress. It wasn't as far as I hoped to get, but that's okay. That is okay. Last chance for you guys to get your votes in. Socks are looking awesome. Thank you. Enjoy your evening. I will do my best to pop in and say hi to you. Braun, hello. X-Braun, you are just in time, my dude. We are finishing up, but first, we have a poll going on. So for you and anyone else who hasn't answered, last chance before we close the poll. We are replacing this desk mat. It has served us well. We're going to get a new one. Do you want to see Totoro and Soot Sprites? Or... No, not that one. I'm going to close that tab. Or No Face Knitting. So there is a Twitch Picks poll. If you're on a desktop, if you hover over the right side of the screen, you'll see it, and it's also on mobile. So last chance, get your votes in before we tally the decisions. Last chance. And then we'll find someone to raid. Hopefully there will be a crafty person to raid. We'll do one more row. We'll do one more row. Then we'll close the poll. I want the third option. Is the third option both? The first one? You can, so we actually have a poll in the app. Xprawn, if you want to go in and vote. The scary one. I don't think it would be very good. So logistically, the doggo. None of them are dogs. Logistically speaking, if the problem is if it's really dark, it absorbs all the light, and if I'm knitting with a darker yarn, I'll never be able to pump enough light in there for you to see it. Xprawn, if you're on desktop and you hover your mouse over right about here-ish, there should be closed captioning, and then underneath it, it should say Twitch Picks, and it's a purple box that says Twitch, and then it's got like a green bar and a blue bar, and you just click it, and then you can answer in the poll. So there's either the pink No Face Knitting one or the teal Totoro and Soot Sprites. Are they a self-healing mat? No, they are not. They're just a giant mouse pad. All I hear are excuses. I don't want it. Damien's, my husband's absolute favorite thing is No Face when he's all eating and gross like that, and I don't want it. Which one was the doggo? There's no dog. No dog. There is a Totoro and Soot Sprites, Team Scary Face, and there is a No Face knitting. The third option other people want is this one, which is No Face being scary, and I don't want it. First of all, it's got too much going on. It's very busy to the eyes. Second of all, that's not the vibe we're going for. That's me when I'm hangry. You don't need to advertise that on the stream. That's for later. But yeah, this is Damien's favorite part of the movie is when No Face is huge and scary. So not this one. So either Totoro and Soot Sprites or No Face knitting. They're both from Studio Ghibli. Technically, one's from Totoro and one's from Spirited Away, but the Soot Sprites are in both. And honestly, you can just change your entire theme. I'll just get a gif of him eating and being the worst, and I'll just play it when y'all come in here and do hashtag Team Scary Face, and that's what will pop up. My entire theme. Yeah, Stacy, just change all the things. Please make everything upset, angry, hangry, no face. No, you've worked really hard on this new redesign. Scrap it. Want everything black? Want everything dark? Want everybody hungry? Y'all give me enough crap about how this stream always turns to food as it is. I don't need to advertise that fact. I'll settle for that. No. Chill vibes only, bring a snack or else. Just doesn't have the same ring to it. You know what Damien said to me the other day? If I had all the dirt gold, I'd give you a giant pile. And I said, gee, thanks. Throw Snickers. Boy. Princess Mononoke? I couldn't find one that fit the theme that looked cute. All of them either looked hyper realistic, which I hate, or they were very busy, like too busy as a knitting background, because we want something not solid, but we want something easy to tell the knitting from the mat from. So like all the screenshots from the shows are super busy because there's so much animation, which is what makes it look amazing, but makes for a terrible background. The old fairy movie from the 90s with the crazy bat. Yes, he means Mononoke. Fern Gully? I'm so glad you got that veggie zombie. No, we're not doing Fern Gully. If Studio Ghibli is busy looking, we're not even gonna get started on Fern Gully. Those, first of all, I don't even think I could find any mats for that. It's not a well-known fandom. But also, it again, if I had a mat that just took a screenshot from the show, it would be so busy, it would make a very poor background. Because it's gonna be here. It's the thing I'm gonna be knitting on top of. So I want it to be cute, but I don't want it to be so big and distracting you guys can't tell what I'm doing. And like the big, like the screenshots are just too busy looking, unfortunately. But one is Soot Sprite and Teal, and the other is knitting, and those are both my themes. Although Fern Gully is an amazing movie, and I can probably still quote 90% of the lines to you, and an embarrassing number of the songs. We'll save it. All right, not bad. So we're gonna do here. So okay, so we're not bad. We're getting there. Getting there, because the cuff is about here. So we're doing good. We also knit a good bit today. I'll take it. The G1 female transformer? No. I don't know. No. I do know, but I don't want it. You know what's real complicated looking? A transformer. Price check on the prune juice bomb. Price check on the prune juice. Oh my gosh, that is such a good movie. I could do the entire Batty Coda rap as a child, and I could probably do like 85% of it still. Oh, gravity works. All right, enough of this. Enough of this nonsense. Clearly, after I go watch Fern Gully and do my stream homework. All right, poll is closing. Final results are 21 votes, no face knitting, and 37 votes, Totoro plus Soot Sprites. Add to cart, Totoro wins. All right, guys, check it. Pocket Shoots, hello. Thank you for being here today. We just voted. Here is our new crafty mat for our stream cam and our new streaming camera, which we did not vote on. You guys were just all amazing and we reached our goal. So we're getting a new crafty camera and a new fancy desk mat to go with it, and I'm very excited. We'll probably change the border of here to purple then, so it stands out a little bit more, I think. I'm very excited.